Why perfectionism causes anxiety and how to stop being a perfectionist. In this video, I'm going to explain why perfectionism is an endless pursuit that causes anxiety, and at the end of this video, I'll also give you some tricks to help you become okay with the fact that you're not perfect, but still feel motivated. I'll teach you how to have a mindset that will help you feel more relaxed and live a happier life. Does a relaxed, happy life sound good to you? Well, before we get into it, I'd just like to welcome you to Headfulness, the channel where we discuss how to create a happier, more peaceful mind. So if you're struggling with anxiety right now, or you're just trying to be a little more mindful, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you get notified of all the anxiety relief tips I release when I release them. So I know what it's like to be a perfectionist. You expect yourself to perform at the highest level all the time, and even when you do perform extremely well, you still find ways to nitpick and beat yourself up for not being perfect. Perfection is kind of like infinity. No matter how close you get to it, you're still infinitely far away from it. So when you impose perfectionism on yourself, you're giving yourself a goal that you can never achieve. Now, I don't want you to misunderstand me. It's great to have goals and to strive for personal growth and to want to improve over time. But you can have those aspirations without expecting yourself to be perfect. So now hopefully you agree with me that perfection is unattainable. And now I want to talk about why perfectionism creates anxiety and makes you feel bad about yourself. It all stems from this idea called all or nothing thinking. All or nothing thinking is kind of like seeing the world in black and white categories. The weather is either good or it's bad. The food is delicious or it's gross. And in the case of perfectionism, you either see yourself as perfect or you see yourself as worthless. So every time you confront the fact that you're not perfect, you tell yourself that you're worthless. But just like we said that it's impossible to be perfect, it's also impossible to be worthless. No person on the planet is worthless, and ultimately you have to realize that no person is worth more than another. Just because a person has achieved more than you have, doesn't mean that their life is worth more than yours. So we know now that perfection is unattainable and that striving for it makes us feel bad about ourselves because of all or nothing thinking. But the question is, how do we become okay with the fact that we're not perfect? First, base your goals around improving rather than performing well. And secondly, you need to realize that no matter how you perform, you always did your best. So whenever I make a mistake and notice I'm beating myself up over it, I tell myself this sentence: if I could have done better, I would have. Say that to yourself right now. If I could have done better, I would have. So if you ever beat yourself up for making a mistake, just remember, if you could have done better, you would have. So work this mindset into your daily life, and you will notice significant changes in your mood. With that said, there are other strategies you need to know to eliminate anxiety for good. I put together a free guide to teach you those strategies. It's a simple 4-step system that can help you relieve anxiety instantly and permanently. Does relieving anxiety instantly and permanently sound good to you? If it does, you can get my free guide at headfulness.com/guide. I'll put a link down below. So click the link and download that right now. And as always, let's all try to have a little more headfulness.